Hey everybody, still Guts in Tennessee here. Glad y'all are back. Good video. I'm gonna not run through the whole battles. Try to kind of run through this. I'm gonna talk about unbalanced maps. I got two examples here of unbalanced maps. First one here is a swamp, and I watch a lot of skill playing and stuff, and I've heard him talk about this. This side of the map, the northern spawn, has the advantage here. I'm kind of taking advantage of this here early on, and this tiger's coming with me. We can kind of play this hill here. We can get up here pretty quick, put pressure on them where they can't really peek. The trick to this is, though, if they get guys over here like you're seeing, you got to eliminate them first. This area up here, lots of times people will run up from the south to try to battle up here. Well, the problem is the northern spawn has these mountains here. So see how all the guys are getting here? They got all this support. You have no support from the south to help you up here. So this almost always falls to the north. So the north's going to win this. You get pressure in here. All of a sudden, you've got all this map position. Got my heavies moving south. So about the only way you can win this southern side of the map is to get your heavies in here and defeat these guys. Try to build up some sort of defensive perimeter here. So as these guys try to push, you can hold them off and sort of just hold this little edge of the map. And it hardly ever works. Whenever I get this map and I spawn on the south, it's almost always a loss. The teams want to push. When they start pushing out from here, lots of times, you're going to lose this side of the map because you run into their tank destroyers and stuff. So if these guys defeated my guys, and then their natural, lots of natural acts are just to push instead of staying and holding. They just get killed, especially by tank destroyers up here. The guys that have taken this position, we're going to get shots on them too. So I just kind of wanted to illustrate this. I wish I've heard that there are places that keep track of win percentages from different spawns on different maps, and I think I heard somebody say that it's like 60% of this map, the northern spawn wins the battles. So I just kind of wanted to show that and kind of see they're starting to push, which is, like I said, never a good idea. And we end up winning this game. We're up 4 tanks already, 5 tanks already. We're just going to pin them in here, finish these guys off. So kind of want to show you another example of an unbalanced map. So kind of talk about it again and what possibly you can do for that. And again, these are not observations I've made from my massive 10,000 battles. I'm definitely not an expert. These are things I've learned from watching other people and hear them talk about these maps and stuff. So here's another example. So we're here at Ruinberg, and this time I got the bad side of this map. So if you look at the way this map's laid out, this road points more up this way. So it's a lot easier for these guys to get in position here and shoot down this road. We have no chance of supporting in town from up here. Also, these guys seem to have an easier time getting into this road to get position. As you can see, and I'm bottom tier here. It's a 9 battle. I'm in my tier 7, 1375. See the T-49 already made. He didn't even get spotted getting in there. He got there so fast. And he ends up punishing me here and stuff, trying to hold this, but like I said, they've got shots down this road. So my guys, if they start trying to push, they're just not going to make it very well because they're just going to get peppered by these guys. Just another example of an unbalanced map. I really wish Wargaming would look at this stuff, and I even thought about, why don't they build half a map and then just flip it. I know the map wouldn't have as much character, but at least it would be fair to both sides. These two that I'm showing you aren't the only two in the game like this. Lots of these maps, one side has the advantage over the others. And of course, it takes the team play in and the players, you can win either side, but it's just harder on some sides than others. Also, another disadvantage on this map, and I'll go ahead and skip to the end here because I do stay alive here. I'm already hurt if you look. Lost over half my HP, so I play really conservative here. I got a dead driver, had a dead commander too, and had to heal him. So let me skip to the end and kind of tell you another disadvantage going on here for us on this side. Okay, so we made it here to the end. It's 3 against 4. I'm still alive. I played I played passive here. I did push through. I've got 2 kills, over 700 damage, which isn't bad for this tank. But being bottom tier, I had to watch, what I did. But see, they won the city. They made it into the caps. They're capping now. So looking at the map again, on this side, there's all these buildings out here. So like my Borsig's sitting back here, but for him to find a shot in here, I'm trying to light these guys up, but he's got to thread a shot through these buildings. As opposed to this cap, you're wide open, so you could get shots to reset. So if we were trying to cap, the other team could get shots easily on us. So again, the northern spawn gets this favorable cap defense area. So, and another thing I wanted to show you about this battle too, I guess a little added feature here. Like I said, I'm bottom tier, a light tank. Got hurt early, stayed alive to try to help my team, and I'm gonna get trolled by the Object 432. There he is, Max Fly. And he's a reroll. There he is, 2,000 battles, almost 2,000 WN8, 55% win rate. Which for a reroll, that's not that great. I'm playing 2,000 or better in my last 30 days or more. And that's all 7, 8, and 9s. I mean, if you're re-rolling, you're rolling up through the 4s and 5s and all of that to get to these upper tanks. So I didn't really have much respect for him in the first place. See, he's over there, hey, spot you pussy, and all this kind of stuff. So, and I'm trying to do something. I got a KD4 with this front to me. I got APCR loaded, and I have a red reticle there. I can't even pin. I'm trying to find a place I can even pin him. I can't. So he's protecting the way into cap along with all these buildings, and we lose this battle, of course. So, and of course, I remembered that guy, and I want to show you something funny. The very next battle, he's on the enemy, and I'm going to show you that real quick. So here it ends, and if you've watched my videos before, I always look at the lineup to see. And look who's over there on the other team. That same guy. And I decided I was going to make it my mission to put a hurt on him. If I could find him, he was my target. So I'm just going to run this through at double speed, because again, it's not anything about the battle or whatever. I'm just sort of playing here. And this, I don't necessarily think is an unbalanced map. I just kind of wanted to throw this in at the end because of that guy. I mean, calling me a pussy. I'm a bottom tier light freaking tank. Got hurt, stayed alive at the end to try to help, and then like I was just supposed to rush in there and go up against heavies. There he is. I see him there. Yeah. I made it my mission to find him and make him have a bad game. I kind of loved it. I loved seeing him there. I thought he fired, that's why I pulled out. Oh, here he comes. He's gonna come in and reset base. Track him. And he's dead. Forget what kind of battle he had. I looked. He didn't have a great battle. Just be careful who you call names and stuff, because they're liable to come back and bite your ass if they find you again. I enjoyed that. So, anyway, if y'all didn't know about those other two maps, and just to know that if you get the southern spawn on swamp, it's going to be an uphill battle. And like I said, I don't even rush that eastern flank to go up north to fight, because it's a losing fight almost every time. I try to stay in the south, defend what I can, get whatever I can get out of the battle, and maybe a win, but usually not. And then in the other map, whatever that was, the Ruinberg. Yeah, the northern spawn. Definitely, when I get the northern spawn, I love it. I go to that area that I pointed out. I shoot down that road, kind of hang out in the middle. I don't have to try to crest the top in the middle to have a good game because I can shoot down the road and do whatever I need to. And if you got that southern spawn, again, just try to get what you can get out of the game. And, it just doesn't seem to be as bad as Swamp. I seem to win more from the southern spawn of Ruinberg than I do from the southern spawn of Swamp. But anyway, hope y'all picked up something from that. Give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. Other maps y'all know that are really unbalanced, and I really wish Wargaming would fix that. I mean, it ought to be a level playing field on the map, and there's just, I know they didn't want to just make half a map and flip it because there would be no character to the map. But this is to me isn't about character of the map. That, ooh, look at this little hill on this side. That's such a nice place. Well, yeah, it is, and it gives an advantage lots of times. And depending on how people have figured that out and how the meta of the game works, I mean, people learn where to go to make advantage of one side over the other. So, anyway, hope y'all enjoyed that. Have fun, everybody. Keep tanking.